folks. It's the 9th today. It's the second one of the week. I seem to go from not doing very much to doing quite a lot in a short period, but hey ho. I'm trying to keep the videos much shorter, so they're a bit more, I don't know, concise. I'm trying to stay on topic a bit, because generally ramble, as you know. Corporations. Mussolini said fascism is basically makes the state and corporations indivisible from each other. You can't tell where one stops and the other one starts, and that's exactly what we're living in. Fascist state. It's a dictatorship. This is the UK. There's no opposition. They're all part of the same gang. You've only got to look at Corbyn and that. They're all saying the same thing. They're all supporting the same things. Corbyn's gone back on everything he believes in. He's been allowed to keep a few little dribs and drabs like privatising the railways and stuff like that. But apart from that, he's towing the line. Of course he is, because he's part of the same gang. And you know, you've only got to look at the things that the state are capable of. We're imprisoning David Noakes, murdering David Kelly. Don't know if you remember him, the guy who flagged up about the illegality of the Gulf War. They found him dead under a tree, who was suicided. And this is what people will, lengths people will go, because it's not corporations that kill people. It's not governments that kill people, it's people that kill people. They think that they'll get away with it. Well, in the short term, they may well do, you know. But in the long term, they've got, you know, they've got their karma, which they're carrying. You know, and I mean, I don't care less whether they believe in it or not. But it's there. It's not part of natural law. It's immutable. You're born with it. It has an effect on you whether you like it or not. This is what people who do stuff without weighing up whether things are right or things are wrong, those are the things that really will sort the man out from the boys when you've got to face your maker, or when you've got to face your karma. You know, being a slave, we've not got a great deal of choice. You know, and there's loads of videos about going into the private and all the rest of it, which effectively are a load of bollocks, because the state won't give two fucks. If it wants to take your stuff, throw you in a cage, that's exactly what it'll do. You know, it doesn't follow the law. The law's only for us. The law's only to keep the slaves in line. This is why all these rich guys and corporate entities and all the rest of it can do whatever the hell they like. I was watching a program about New Zealand the other day, and they were talking. It was on Vice on YouTube, and they were talking about the rich building bunkers under their houses. And at least two people on there said effectively that money buys you a different set of rules, and it's absolutely disgusting, but it's also true. And I mean, it's not going to last forever. We understand that. They think they've won already, but that's not the case, because light will always destroy darkness. But if you don't carry a huge stack of bad karma, then you've got more chance of moving forward. If it's the case that you that you'll not have to go around so many times, the better you live your life on this realm, and eventually you'll ascend. If you keep committing evil in this realm, you'll have to go around again and again and again until you learn. I don't know whether that's the case or not. It feels good for me to live as a good a life and as close to natural law as I can. Deliberately provoking the system doesn't help anybody, least of all you. However, that's not to say you should just stand down, because that's what religions teach: stand down. Just, everything's ordained by God, so you don't need to do anything. Just stand down and accept it, and God will come along in a minute and sort it all out. Well, maybe He will, but maybe He won't. Maybe the whole point is that we've got to wake up and become better people. We are living in a prison, a gulag, a planetary gulag, and the only way, evil can't fight the truth, and as long as you speak the truth, you've got nothing to worry about. They might well take your life at some point, but they may not. Lots of good men and women have been destroyed in the past, but they've never been killed, because man can kill the body and he can't kill the spirit, the soul. Energy can't be destroyed, it changes from one form into another. Remember that. We're beings of electricity, we're beings of life force. God spark, whatever you want to call it. So when you Mussolini wasn't bullshitting when he said that, and you only got to look around you. Everything. I got a renewal for my driving licence through. That's up in a month and a half's time. First thing it said on it: if you don't renew your driving licence, it's £1,000 fine. Threat of violence. We'll steal your stuff and throw you in a cage. Yeah. And then look at Romans 13, where it says if you do right by the government will praise you. Yeah, of course it will. Yeah. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about corporations and how their corporation is a dead entity, a corp, and it's run by people. And some people in it will be good, and some people in it will be sociopaths, and some people in it will be psychopaths. Some people will just go along for an easy life. Those are the really dangerous people. I was only following orders. So, this is the kind of thing we have to put up with. So, I don't know what... I'm not trying to give advice or anything. I'm just trying to flag up, trying to change people's perspective a little bit. In that, when the DVLA, if I don't renew my driving licence, the DVLA is not going to come around and kick my door in, are they? And steal my car. No, the police will do that. Order followers. See, so the corporation never does anything, but the state orders the corporation through its acts and statutes, and then the corporation, the people manning the corporation, then issue their dictates down to the order followers, and it's the order followers that commit violence against you then, and they're the ones that are really supporting the system. They're the real lowlights. People who think they're waking up, and then they take a little look at it and think, oh well, I'm alright, Jack, or oh, that's too difficult, I'm not going to try and fight that, or I'm not going to fight the council because this, that or the other, because I'm scared and I'm a coward. And those are the people that really frustrate me. They pretend like they're waking up, and then when you actually 2 or 3 weeks down the line, they're not, you're passing on information to them and they're just not interested, and I find that quite sad and quite embittering, but I don't feel any ill will to them. They go home and watch the news. 2 and 2 is 5. 2 and 2 is 5. So every day they're having that reinforced over and over and over again. Why do you think local radio only plays the same few songs over and over again? Because if it was played lots of different types of eclectic music, that would expand the mind. See, so everything's designed to keep you in this state of hypnotism, and if you come out of the state of hypnotism, then the order followers will make sure that you're forced back into it. Let's see if this fella, oh, he's speeding up now, is he? Brilliant. Don't you just love people who drive at 40 mile an hour and a 60? Anyway, that's it for a minute. I will catch you maybe tomorrow, maybe not. Alright, so God bless, have a brilliant weekend, and remember the golden rule.